Shall we begin?
Sure.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and also students. Welcome to this exciting guest lecture event on STEM education, robot and programming. I am Yanti and I'll be your moderator for today's event. Before we begin, let's take a moment to acknowledge the importance of STEM education. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and also students. Welcome to this exciting guest lecture event on STEM education, robot and programming. I am Yanti and I'll be your moderator for today's event. Before we begin, let's take a moment to acknowledge the importance of STEM education. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and also students. Welcome to this exciting Okay, before we begin, let's take a moment to acknowledge the importance of STEM education in today's rapidly advancing world. STEM, kita semua sudah tahu ya STEM itu apa. Stands for Science, Technology, Engineering, and Mathematics. That plays a crucial role in shaping our future for fostering innovation, problem-solving skills, and critical thinking. We are honored to have with us today a distinguished guest lecturer who is an expert in the field of STEM education, particularly in the area of robots and programming. Please welcome Prof. Kuo Hung Huang from National Chai University. Give him applause for Prof. Kuo Hung. Okay. Prof. Kuo Hung is a renowned figure in the field of STEM education. He is from the Department of E-Learning, Teachers College of National Chai University, Prof. Yeah, with an extensive background and expertise. And Prof. Kuo Hung has made significant contribution to the integration of robots and programming into educational settings. They have worked on numerous projects, conducted research, and published influential works on the subject. So I think now we have come to the very important event. Now, Prof. Kuo Hung, please have your lecturing. Thank you.
Good morning, colleagues and students. Okay. Today, the lectures consist of two parts. The first part is my talking. The latter part is experience. So my student will have bring up several robots here. So I hope everyone can just to play with the robots now, so you can have an idea that how it's look like. Okay. My topic is STEM education, robot and programming. In Taiwan, STEM education, science or engineering, mathematics is very important. Then the teachers are trying very hard, try to make students to like science. So how to make it fun? Student can play and learn science and engineering. So that's one big issue. So robotics is one of the main activity. It's a trendy in Taiwan. So many schools has this kind of curriculum. They use robotics with science education, so students can learn with okay. So that's what I'm going to show you about the literature and the real activity. Okay. The online is I talk about the STEM education for young students. I mean for the preschool, primary school, and middle high school. Okay, this quite different from the senior high school and the universities. And then we talk about why we use technology for teaching STEM. And the third one is the theoretical foundation. We should have based on some theory, okay, to use computer with teaching. Then at the end, we have some other computational robots. Okay. First, STEM education for young children. For
Iya bener wong iki wong luar kok.
elementary schools, the children are so young. So at this stage, we don't want to teach them to learn too much knowledge. Instead, we encourage students to learn. They have higher motivation to explore. Okay, so these principles are that we encourage students to learn under the natural context. So they'll find something interesting, they'll sense the difference in their daily life. So they have some kind of question about what happened or in the environment. So under this kind of context, so we will encourage students, if you have some question, we can just to explore or to find a solution together. So instead of giving the correct answer, we encourage students to explore and to learn by themselves. So additionally, we encourage to have some hands-on experience. To have experiment, they can to talk, also some create something. So in the end, at this stage, we think students' attitude is more important than content. So if the student they love science, they can know how to learn science themselves, or can talk science with their peers. Then I think there will be a positive experience for their future learning science. Then with STEM in Taiwan, we encourage teachers use ICT, computers technology, to enhance learning. Okay, so why we use technology? Because it's more effective teaching. With some physical activity, we use computer simulation or video, we can enhance the effectiveness. Also, the technology can provide the student learner center and active learning opportunities. And the second advantage is the adaptive learning. We see particularly in some preschool or some primary school, they have allowed students to explore by themselves. So different students, different learning schedule. Some are more advanced, some are more slowly. but that's okay. With technology, more advanced students can learn with technology or some e-learning material further than other peers. Also, they have several different ways to learn. So students can use the e-learning to learn. At this trend, we encourage the innovative teaching activity. So students can create their own product or their own thesis or their own some homework assignment, and they can communicate well with their group members. Then this one I will talk about education robots. I mean, the first education robot is developed in MIT. Okay, there's with Lego and with the robots they call milestones. So the first generation is RCX. Okay, then this one is RCX, then NKST, then EAB Sun, but they are all disappear. Okay. Now they decide to produce several products according to different groups, age groups. For we do is for younger students. For SAC is for high school students, and inventors for upper primary school to high school. Okay, so the functions are different. Okay, I think it's a good, good way to change the policy. What is the theory? Okay, the MIT professor Seymour Papert, after research the Go milestone, he established a theory called constructionism, which means he emphasizes the building works. You have to build something, and then the student centered, then inquiry learning, and synergistic learning. What is called synergistic learning? It means if you will learn math, and we then with math and if you learn these two subjects, you have to learn time. But if we have some activity, we can learn math and art together, and then they will be more efficient. So we call it synergistic learning. You combine two subjects together, then they will be more efficient to learn. So after there's research, they have come out with some kind of evidence that with Lego robots, students can develop their scientific ability, interpersonal and teamwork skills, aesthetics and creativity. That's about the art. Okay, then problem-solving skills, learning motivation for programming, and how to integrate subject. Okay, so there has very good evidence that this is a good way to learn STEAM with robots. Okay, so there's a conclusion that the advantage of the robot in education we can see is because we have robots that interactivity can promote learning motivation. It's fun, so you can get the immediate feedback when you control the robot. And also to emphasize the maker. Maker is a term that we encourage students to make something. So it's called maker woman. so the student can learn by doing. Also, they encourage cultivate students creative and aesthetic design. So there's another term called STEAM. STEAM is STEM plus art. A is in art. So the robots, student can build some beautiful robots or anything. So it combines the creativity and the art design together. So they can integrate technology with scientific concepts. And in the end, we encourage students to write programs to control robots. Okay, so later I'll show you some example about this is the Lego robots. I'll show you something. Why it's so popular now? Actually, it's become a mature education activity and actually is a business. So I'll show you. You have some idea, okay? Okay, let me show you the. Okay, I'll show some videos. You see the video here? No. I have share. I will share. Okay. Or do I need to see?
Yes, I want to present in paper.
So it's no. Oh, okay. Okay. This is the Lego robots. This it's become popular because there are many free learning resource. So there's a Japanese expert that demonstrates how to use this kind of Lego to produce some devices. Okay. So the student can learn how to understand some mechanical device in the world. They can use this kind of Lego to build it and use computers to control. Okay. Oh. Not sure. Oh, okay. Okay, there's another, there's called We Do. There's for the primary school students. Can use computer then to build up there's a printer. Okay, and this video is produced by a Japanese expert. So they show how can it work, and this is a programming. Okay, this is you build up this device first, then you write program. So this is a program. So student easily to build up this device, then write program to control. Okay. My department, yeah, I opened a course called this computers. My student have to do all these kind of devices. They have to write program. Yeah. Okay, then this is also the program. Okay. Mm. Okay, this is another one. It has, you can see the page number because the Japanese expert had published a free book. So in my course, I asked all my students have to do the homework as the page, the free books to do. So yeah, that's because the student will become a robot teachers. So they have to learn how to build up the right program. So in the future, they can teach students how to build up the Lego. Okay. During summer times, I used to bring my students to have the kind of little summer camp to the remote area to teach primary school students to learn. Okay, so I think they can do it for the primary school student. Yeah, I think they are capable to do this kind of programming and assembly robot. Okay, this is the book. It's free. So now there's a big event every year. It's called yes, that's called World Robot Olympics. So students will go to one city to have a competition. They have competition from the primary school, high school to senior high school, and the university. So the different level, the target different. Yeah. You can see there are many girls attending the competition. Now in Taiwan, we have some local contests every time in Taiwan. Then probably choose the winner to attend the regional, then to the World Olympic. Okay. Okay, you just see the Lego robots. It seems pretty good, but there's some problems. One of the problems is the cost. Because the Lego robots are commercial product, they are very expensive. It's just the we do it says cost you $200. So for some school, they are not able to buy these kinds of robots. So there's one problem. The second one is the level. We encourage students to have in STEM education with programming, but they need a lot of mechanical knowledge. So it's too difficult for low grade students, right, for primary school. They are not quite familiar with this kind of knowledge. So there's another problem. Can we have some other choices? We can teach students with robots, but with some reasonable prices, not expensive. Okay, that's what we are trying to introduce. There are many choices. You don't have to go with the Lego robot. Okay, so I'm going to show you the. Let me see. Okay. Okay. This is a list of some available educational robots. Okay, it's not very expensive. Okay, you can see there are a lot. Okay, the different kind of robots. You can student can play and write program. Okay, this is also bot. Later you will try to play with this one. Okay, it's quite tiny and okay. And there are many kind of and some cute robots. So this all can help the student to write program to control a robot. Okay. Let me introduce some popular educational robots. First is robot mouse. You can see the picture here. Hmm? Hmm? Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Oh, yes. Okay. This picture is we have some teaching at a preschool. So these are preschool students, and they use robot mouse. Okay, they set up this pet. This mouse should go automatically from the beginning to the end. So only this mouse. There's a button there, so student can just push the instruction and the loop. So the mouse will go by itself. So it's quite easy. Then student can just learn how to program with this mouse. Then we also have some M-board with low price. Then today we're going to use the auto board. It's small, but it's fun. Then it supports different level of programming. Okay, then auto robot, okay, is fun to control. Then actually it's a reasonable price. Each robot is about $50. Then it has building motors, then outputs and sensor and programs. And the two ways to programming is color codes and program. And also it support web and app for control and programming. Okay. And it supports multi-level programming. Like we will show you later. Okay. Let me show you first. Okay. Okay, this is what we're going to try today. It's very small. Because it has a very good app, so even students who have computers, you can use the phone to write program to control this robot. So it's quite very small, so it's quite useful. This is the computer code that you can use in the tablet to control the movement of this bot. So there's two ways. One way is to use this color pen, just regular pen. Okay, this the robot can dance. You can write programs to make the robot to dance in the first different colors light. Okay. And I'll show you the programming. Okay, this is the official website of this product, and I'll show you the. Okay, this is the use pen to write some different color, then to give the instruction to the robot. This is the real programming environment for automatically. So student can use app or use websites to write program. Because it's similar to Scratch. I don't know if you have done Scratch, but it's quite similar. So you can use, for example, this one, you can use you want to arrange the dance for the robot. You can use the different colored light or how dense, how long, then when you can turn around or can turn right, turn left. Okay, so go backward. So you can just arrange their movement. There's a loop, so they can keep dancing. Okay, then you send out after tagging, send out this program to the robot. Then as it start to dance. Okay, so this is the basic one, but if you want to have more advanced, you can have Python. So you just as students so writing the code. So for the beginner, we just use this kind of we call it iconic programming. But for students quite familiar with this kind of programming, you can ask them to write Python programming. Python programming is very powerful and popular language now. They are in the job market. Many companies will hire the employee with Python programming skills. So student can go to write Python here. Okay, let's the just site here. Okay. Yeah, this is my Okay. This is the next slide. Then later we are going to the hands-on activity. Before we to play the robot, do we have any question? Yeah.
Baik Bapak dan Ibu, para mahasiswa yang saya banggakan, tadi sudah disampaikan ya berbagai macam kelebihan-kelebihan STEM dalam education, termasuk robot dan programming. Tadi juga sudah diberikan beberapa contoh-contoh Lego robots dan juga Ozobot ya. Nah, memang untuk integrasi robot dalam pendidikan memiliki berbagai macam konsekuensi ya, terutama tadi biaya yang mahal. Nah, Ozobot yang tadi disampaikan oleh Prof. Kohu ini memiliki kelebihan relatif murah, ya relatif murah, sekitar 50 US dollars dibandingkan dengan Lego tadi yang 200 US dollars gitu. Nah, yang sudah disampaikan oleh Prof. Kohu tadi, apakah ada pertanyaan dulu? We have come to the question and answers session. Do you have any question? Sebelum ke hands-on activities, nanti akan disampaikan aktivitas bagaimana robot itu beroperasi gitu ya. Ada pertanyaan dulu? Oke, silahkan Pak Puji Rianto. Sebentar Pak, pakai mic ya.
For time. Mr. Kuo, from your explanation, that young talent can be fostered. Do you have any research the impact of the robotic maybe in the STEM education for their attitude? For example, if the student learn with STEM in education, so attitude will be better. For example, in collaboration, maybe they more persistent in designing program because. Education in our country is is our focus. So I want to know, there's maybe any research, longitudinal research about back of the robotics STEM in education in the future, or when they have an adult. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Actually, there's some literature report from overseas is that have positive impact on within robot with STEM. But in Taiwan, with the new curriculum, they just regulate robot is a must curriculum topic at Taiwan. Okay, then from there so many studies that we confirm that the students' attitude to science education will become possibly increased, and also their motivation to program they also increase. Okay, so now there's attitude, and yeah, this is probably the most significant impact now.
Bagaimana Pak Puji? Ya.
Learn about cognitively, because we also want to achieve effectively. So it's a good robot for to develop the character of a student. I think. Thank you very much, Mr. Kuo.
Ternyata ada juga research yang banyak mendukung ya terkait dengan bagaimana robot itu berkontribusi juga untuk ya sikap dia. Baik, any other questions? Students? Questions? You cannot wait for the hands-on activities? Iya, boleh bahasa Indonesia, nanti diterjemahkan Pak Puji. See that? Okay, I think they cannot wait for the zone activities. Okay.
Just freely join them. Okay. Huh? Okay.
Color is like a coding, and we just coding here. And then
Oke, jadi ini cara kerjanya adalah anak-anak kita SD itu bisa memprogram ya robot yang dipegang itu ya kecil itu, kemudian kita bisa memprogram mengisikan misalnya dia harus jalan kecepatannya berapa, harus gerak ke kanan atau ke kiri ya, spin left, right, atau dia bisa juga untuk muter dengan derajat berapa. Jadi anak-anak akan belajar cara memprogramnya itu. Nah, kemudian ketika robot itu kemudian setelah ditempel di program, maka diletak dia akan bergerak sesuai dengan program yang sudah dirancang tadi. Jadi dieksekusi seperti itu. Nah, ini menurut teorinya Seymour Papert ya, logo juga kan ini kan belajar konstruktivisme ya. Jadi siswa otomatis belajar tentang apa itu arah, apa itu bagaimana mengatur kecepatan, ya kemudian memprogram berkolaborasi sama temennya untuk mencapai tujuan tertentu misalnya. Misalnya robotnya kemudian dirancang atau diarahkan untuk mencapai tujuan tertentu, titik ordinat tertentu. Maka disitulah bisa jadi kolaborasi ya, saling kemudian berlomba bagaimana untuk kemudian bisa mencapai titik yang ditentukan dengan cara mereka bersama-sama memecahkan masalah itu. Bagaimana mereka memprogramnya ya, seperti itu. Jadi misalnya 4 robot, siapa yang duluan seperti itu.
Levels for the student can choose.
Ya, jadi ada banyak level ya, level keterampilan yang bisa dipelajari ya. Ada yang mulai beginner, pemula, ada yang mulai kemudian dengan yang saya lihat nih tingkat medium. Mungkin untuk usia yang lebih besar, usia lebih besar, SD itu bisa dengan yang level ini.
Teman-teman boleh ambil snack tadi sudah dijelasin ya, biar yang ngasih seneng.
Ya, ada juga yang level advance ya. Itu adalah level advance. Ada yang level yang lebih sulit lagi, ini level yang harder ya. Yang harder yang tadi yang di sini harder. Ya, ini dia mencoba untuk diprogram ya. Ya, untuk ditempel, kemudian diprogram, mau diarahkan kemana. Jadi ada coding-codingnya ya, coding warna juga ya. Robotnya nanti dia akan berkedap-kedip sesuai warnanya juga. Nah, ya ketika ditaruh di situ ya, dia akan bergerak sesuai dengan program yang sudah diterapkan tadi. Oke, siapa mau mencoba silakan. Ya, silakan coba. Oke, itu harus di-refresh lagi ya, kalau coba berarti dia refresh lagi.
Next step is to reset this robot.
Oke, ya, dia harus menembus
to the white line.
Ya, di situ ada sensornya ya. Di dalamnya ada sensornya. Robot kecilnya ini.
White line.
Ya. Ada warnanya ya, dia biru ya, dia biru. Nah, nanti dia biru. Ya, dia akan di program ini mungkin kelompok biru, nanti ada kelompok merah, kelompok apa.
So you can choose your programming.
Kemudian silakan diprogram. Ya, kemudian gerakan yang tadi robot yang sudah kita tempelkan tadi, dia akan diprogram ya dengan memilih di sini.
Drag to the.
Ya, tinggal drag drop ya. Drag drop di dalam layar ini, di drag drop.
Press this button.
Kemudian pilih ya tingkatnya, apakah gerakannya medium, slow atau apa itu. Banyak kesana.
Choose the line. Yeah, you can choose spin around or another.
Ya tuh.
And like puzzle.
Nah, itu apakah isunya ya muter kiri apa kanan muternya ya. Ya.
You can do very.
Okay.
Just based on authority. Ya tergantung kita mau programnya ya. Anak-anak mau programnya bagaimana ya. Ini sketnya gimana? Zigzagnya itu apakah ke depan, ke belakang ya, medium atau seperti itu.
The robot. So press one time.
Ya, kemudian dinyalakan, ditempel di situ ya. Kalau ditempel di situ. Nah,
The line means you have to try again. So.
again.
Yeah, so highlight.
Ya, dia harus apa namanya ditekan ya. Mungkin tadi program belum masuk ya. Ditekan itu ada semacam yang ditekan di situ. Udah bisa ditempel di apa namanya? Ada dikalibrasi lah, namanya dikalibrasi.
Realize means okay. Press one time, show the blue light. Okay, everyone.
Oke, ya,
This way.
tempel. Ya, kita lihat ditempel.
Six seconds. Ya, ya.
Ya, itu sampai kemudian ini ya penuh ya, sampai ini penuh. Jadi semua program itu sudah disensor oleh robot ini ya, dibaca oleh robot ini sehingga nanti akan bergerak sesuai dengan program yang sudah dirancang. Jadi eksekusinya seperti itu. Nanti kita lihat.
Oke.
Ya, sekarang ditaruh robotnya itu, dia akan bergerak sesuai dengan program tadi. Iya, zigzagnya ada. Jadi anak-anak bisa berlomba ini untuk mencapai titik tertentu yang ditentukan oleh misalnya guru atau apa ya. Mereka akan berlomba-lomba untuk kemudian bagaimana robot itu diprogram ya sampai pada destination-nya atau tempat yang dituju. Saya kira itu gampang daripada apa namanya robotik di sekolah. Semoga bermanfaat.
Terima kasih. Baik, demikian tadi hands-on activities yang sudah disampaikan oleh Prof. Kohung dan students-nya. Jadi Bapak Ibu dan juga para mahasiswa yang dibawa oleh Ibu Kris, selamat datang, mohon maaf tadi belum menyapa. Jadi mahasiswa yang dibawa oleh Prof. Kohung ada 8 ya, ada 8. Mereka berasal dari departemen yang berbeda dan sengaja disertakan di sini untuk mensimulasikan Ozobot. Ya, tadi ada yang bertanya bagaimana cara membelinya, itu ada di website Ozobot, harganya $50 ya, 50. 50, is it 50 Prof? Ya, 50. Oke, bagaimana teman-teman tadi? Menarik? Menarik? Fun? Is it fun? Oh, okay, good. Ibu Kris ada yang mau disampaikan, mungkin feedback dari apa yang sudah disampaikan Prof. Kohung barangkali? Oke, tidak apa-apa Ibu.
Terima kasih ya. Tes ya. Prof Kohung. I am sorry. I want to speak in Indonesian. Is that okay? Okay, thank you. Jadi Mbak Yanti tolong ya. Saya tidak terlalu jelas ini program atau apa atau resources. I think it's program. Kami we are instructional technologists yang bekerja untuk facilitating learning and improving performance of students. Yeah. So we must do skillful in instructional design to make resources for facilitating learning and improving performance effectively. Nah, robot ini posisinya apakah sebagai alat atau mesin yang dapat kita gunakan dalam rangka facilitating learning and improving performance of students. Students learning to facilitate students learning and improving their performance. If robot just only a machine, so we design an instructional resources to make our students learning effectively, fun, and holistic about cognitive, affective, and skills or psychomotoric, about knowledge, attitude, and skill. Now, how to design this robot to make our lesson or our instruction effectively that robot sungguh facilitating learning and improving performance. I am so sorry, Prof. Wu, because I don't understand about this product. Prof. Wu jelaskan kepada kita semua. Begitu, terima kasih. Itu kesan saya. I'm so sorry. But I want to learn about this matter, this robot you just describe for us. Thank you. Thank you. I'm sorry. Yanti, Mbak Yanti bisa menerjemahkan.
Okay, thank you for your question. I think I have to first to frame the education reform in Taiwan. In Taiwan, the school emphasize too much on cognition because we have a test. So students have to study, just study hard for the test. So what they learn is just to memorize or to write, to know the knowledge. So in order to pass the test. But in the recent trend, our government and some scholars consider that is the good way for students to learn. Although they can do well in the test, but eventually they don't like science. Because they just want to learn science because they want to pass the test, not that we like science. That's a big problem in Taiwan. So the recent reform, we consider that in addition to cognition, we need to encourage students to have social skill, to improve their motivation and teamwork. So this kind of project, that robot, okay, then actually this is a supplement to the traditional curriculum. Teacher can still teach science in class, but we have some extra activities, like is holistic project. The student play, they match what they learn, the knowledge of science. So, but they can do projects. So, how to assess students' performance, not only in cognition, we emphasize on their teamwork, their communication, and their devotion to the learning activity. So that's what we expect students can develop themselves and change themselves with the robust activities. Okay. Thank you.
Oke, tadi sebenarnya Ozobot itu juga bisa dipakai untuk meningkatkan kolaborasi peserta didik ya Ibu. Karena di dalamnya mereka bisa memasukkan atau memprogram robot itu mau seperti apa, dan itu bisa dijadikan sebagai salah satu device ya untuk memfasilitasi pembelajaran peserta didik.
Jadi dalam pembelajaran itu guru tetap harus mendesain, teacher must to design an instructional and integrate the robot to facilitating learning, to improve activities in the classroom. Is that right?
Actually, there are many. For example, for the robot companies, they prepare many instruction plan. So the teacher can just use their teaching plan, or they can design their own activities. Okay, then at Taiwan, we have many times of instruction plan computations. We encourage teachers to design their own activity. Then we put in the computation. Then the good design we announce, put it on the website, so other teachers can just download their awarded teaching plan, so we can share. So I think there are more and more good teacher plans. So other teachers, they don't have to design by themselves. They can download other good teachers good teacher plan. That'd be fine.
Jadi ada banyak jenis robot, Ibu. Jadi ada banyak jenis robot dan beragam robot itu sudah diprogram, isinya sudah ada instructional plan. Nah, selain itu adalah bawaan dari robot itu, nanti teachers juga bisa desain sendiri jenis-jenis aktivitas yang bisa dipakai oleh teachers untuk memfasilitasi pembelajaran peserta didik. Tujuannya adalah improving their performance. Namun ada juga lewat kolaborasi teachers, ada yang sudah memasukkan instructional plan itu ke dalam programnya, sehingga mereka tinggal mendownloadnya, tidak harus mendesain sendiri. Kalau itu cocok mungkin sesuai dengan instructional goals atau tujuan instructional mereka.
Oke, jadi saya semakin jelas bahwa ini apa yang dipaparkan oleh Prof. Bu itu dapat menjadi alat bagi guru juga di dalam mengajar, bahkan bisa menjadi template begitu ya, semacam template gitu ya Mbak Yanti ya. Bisa juga sebagai tool, I think, device or tools gitu ya, untuk guru-guru itu sehingga tidak capek harus menulis, harus mendesain. Kalau cocok ya gunakan itu saja begitu ya.
Betul. Jadi seperti resources by utilization gitu,
by
Ibu.
utilization
Yeah.
resources.
Yeah.
Oke.
But it could be by design also, ketika teachers mendesain atau menginput sendiri instructional activities yang ada di
dalam robot
Ya,
ini.
betul.
Jadi sudah dibuatkan gitu ya,
Betul,
sehingga kita menjadi lebih ringan, mungkin lebih cepat. Seperti itu ya Mbak Yanti ya. Baiklah, terima kasih. Saya menjadi jelas sekarang. Thank you very much, Prof. Bu. Ya.
Terima kasih Ibu Chris. Oke, baik. Dari student mungkin ada feedback apa yang tadi sudah disampaikan Pak Kohong atau hands-on activities yang sudah dilakukan tadi? Menarik. Oh iya, silahkan.
Monggo Mbak Ais, it's very
Mbak
interesting.
Mas Rama.
Baik, terima kasih. Mohon translatannya ya Bu Yanti. Jadi dari penyampaian Prof tadi, yang ingin saya tanyakan yang pertama, sebenarnya kalau di Indonesia itu kan ada beberapa yang nanti kalau robotnya mungkin ada sasaran pendidikannya ini untuk setara seperti yang kita lihat tadi itu untuk setara dari mulai SD ataukah sampai SMA ataukah sampai seperti kami mahasiswa. Nah, kalau untuk di peserta didik mungkin yang SMP ataupun SD ke bawah yang masih kategori anak-anak, itu kan nanti akan kita lihat apakah di dalam proses pembelajarannya dengan menggunakan media robot tadi itu mewakili atau dapat meningkatkan kognitif, afektif, serta psikomotornya. Nah, tadi yang sudah saya coba itu proses menggambar itu ada beberapa kesulitan. Jadi ketika proses pembelajaran kita menggunakan ini, apakah memang harus terlebih dahulu menjelaskan kepada murid penggunaannya? Karena jujur saya merasa kesulitan ketika menggambar tadi, atau nanti langsung menggunakan media yang ada tadi seperti yang mahasiswanya Prof bawa yang udah ada gambar seperti itu. Serta kalau kami di teknologi pendidikan, bagaimana kami menempatkan diri agar posisi kami itu bisa dengan baik menggunakan media tersebut dengan kata kami ini baru tahu media itu seperti itu. Jujur di kelas kan kami belum tahu seperti itu. Terima kasih.
For the science teachers, we call it. We have the teacher must have the call it the pedagogic knowledge and content knowledge. Okay, so the content knowledge is the teacher must know the robot and programming. For lay robot, it must have to assembly the robots. Yeah, so teacher must be very familiar with this robot knowledge. So, and if with this kind of knowledge, then when teachers design the instruction plan, it must match the goal of the current curriculum. Not every course they can use robots, only some courses. For example, you have some programming or some courses. So you just after the regular courses, you add some extra activity with robots. So there's one way to instruct to design an instruction plan. Okay, but in Taiwan, from the elementary school to high school, we have computer courses, classes 2 hours per week. So student from grade 3 has to take 2 hours computers course a week. So robot is one of the teacher can use robots help them to learn programming. Yeah, so right now it's quite common in Taiwan. We almost as student to write program is kind of a skill now. So there's in Taiwan.
Oke, Mbak Owis. Saya tidak tahu apakah menjawab pertanyaan jenengan ya. Kalau yang menurut Prof Kul tadi bahwa sebagai seorang guru kita tahu TIPEK ya, TIPEK. Jadi ada konten dan juga teknologi. Nah, untuk yang robot, Ozobot terutama yang tadi disampaikan, kita mesti tahu dulu karakteristik Ozobot itu seperti apa. Jadi ketika sebelum digunakan, kita sebagai guru, sebagai instructional designer mesti paham dulu kan karakteristik device atau tools yang akan kita integrasikan dalam pembelajaran itu apa sih gitu sebelum kita menyampaikan ke students kan gitu. Nah, setelah itu baru konten ya, konten. Nah, tadi Prof. Kohu mengatakan bahwa tidak semua courses, mata pelajaran atau subjek itu memang cocok menggunakan dengan bot ini gitu ya. Tapi ada juga mata pelajaran yang menggunakan robot ini sebagai extra activities, aktivitas ekstra untuk lebih memperjelas atau mempermudah begitu ya, mempermudah peserta didik untuk memahami apa yang dijelaskan oleh guru. Tapi memang ini kaitannya dengan ini ya, pemrograman, kemudian komputasional begitu ya. Nah, mungkin subjek-subjek yang related dengan itu mungkin cocok menggunakan Ozobot dan sebagainya. Tadi saya juga sempat ngobrol dengan Prof bahwa ada banyak ragam robot yang digunakan. Ozobot ini mungkin cocok untuk elementary school, tapi ada juga yang cocok untuk yang SMP begitu ya. Seperti Lego tadi cocok untuk SMP. Sepertinya itu kaitannya dengan seberapa banyak yang bisa kita programkan ke robot itu yang mempengaruhi complicated atau tidaknya robot yang bersangkutan. Robot mungkin simple ya, lebih sederhana daripada robot lain yang lebih mahal gitu ya. Jadi memang ada tingkatannya dan ada untuk jenjang yang mana itu ada gitu ya, ada. Nah, besok rencananya Kohung dan students itu akan berkunjung ke sekolah pedagogia dan juga LHI, dan di sana juga nanti akan mensimulasikan ini. Kita akan lihat reaksinya bagaimana untuk disampaikan di sekolah dasar ya, dan LHI di Pak Denny saya minta untuk disediakan siswa SMP. Nah, nanti mungkin saya bisa share bagaimana reaksi mereka dengan Ozobot ini ya. Tapi kemampuan programming akan jauh lebih bagus ketika mengintegrasikan Ozobot ini di dalam proses pembelajaran. Gitu ya. Mungkin kurang lebihnya begitu, Mbak Ais.
Baik, terima kasih Bu Yanti dan Prof. Terima kasih. Thank you.
Oke. Ada lagi? Kalau tidak, last question. Silakan Mbak Tin.
Okay. Thank you, Professor, for your presentation. I just wondering about, is there any experience using the robot for education in children with special needs? Thank you.
For robots, okay, I read from some research literature overseas. Okay, then not this robot, just the Lego robots. Okay, that's good for gifted education and for autism. Okay, surprisingly, there are many studies indicate if for autism children, if you introduce them to play with Lego robots, they will be very good. It will improve their willingness to communicate with others. So it seems a positive influence for the autism children. Okay. Of course, for gifted education, there's no problem. Yeah, so students can learn ahead of other peers. But yeah, the special needs, so autism probably is the positive result.
Thank you, Prof. Kohu. Interesting ya, ternyata bisa juga autism ya, Mbak Atin ya. Oke, sesuai dengan agenda sudah pukul 12. Saya pikir sudah dicukupkan, ya. Sudah lelah. Oke, thank you for all participants, audience ya, and insightful question from Bu Kris. Terima kasih banyak Ibu, pertanyaannya sangat meaningful. It has been an enlightening discussion on robots and programming with Prof. Kuo Hung. Before we, Prof. Kuo Hung, I would like to express gratitude for sharing your expertise and also the simulation with the students. Thank you, students. Thank you, Ellen, Vivian, and everyone. Okay, for the experiences today, we are very delightful, very significant experience. I think we don't have any experience that before ya. Belum pernah ya. Yeah, so this is going to be our very first experience. Okay, and I would also like to thank to everyone here who joined with us. Thank you so much for coming. And I hope that this full discussion and also the speech from Prof. Kuo Hung could be meaningful for all of us. Okay. Before I'm closing this agenda, let's have applause to Prof. Kuo Hung and the students. Thank you, Prof. Kuo Hung. Okay, thank you so much, everyone, and have a wonderful day. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Prof. Kuo Hung, would you like to come forward? We have some token of appreciation.